Telepathy is telempathy. Forget comic book mind reading. That's a lie. What people call telepathy, it's really telempathy. Not reading someone's mind, but tuning in to the same frequency of experience, so you're both feeling the same thought at the same time. Think of two guitars. You pluck one, the other vibrates at the same note. That's rapport. That's what you already do. When you finish a friend's sentence, when you text someone and they're literally typing to you at the same time, when you walk into a room and you know who's upset before they speak. That's not magic. That's entrainment. Your nervous system's syncing like clocks hung on the same wall. Science calls it neural mirroring. Mirror neurons, limbic resonance, micro-expressions, breath pacing. You've been doing this unconsciously your whole life. Now we're going to do it on purpose. Command 1, match. Match their breath, their posture, their blink rate, their words, their metaphors. Do it silently, like a dance. You're saying, I'm safe. I'm like you. Command 2, mirror emotions before content. People don't care what you know until you feel what they feel. Reflect the emotional tone first. I can see this matters to you. Then logic. Command 3, pace, then lead. First describe their reality as they experience it. That's pacing. Then once they're nodding, gently lead them somewhere new. And as you see that, you can also start to imagine. Command 4, subtle dissonance to influence. Rapport comes from resonance. Influence comes from a sprinkle of dissonance. Like jazz, 99% harmony, 1% unexpected chord that pulls them forward. If you stay only in resonance, you're a mirror. If you add dissonance, you're a guide. When you chunk up, you talk big picture. We both want freedom. We both want peace. When you chunk down, you get granular. When you sit at your desk and open your laptop, what specifically do you feel first? Rapport lives in both. The art is sliding up and down the ladder smoothly, like changing gears in a car. That's how you elicit values. What's important about that for you? And then link your suggestion to their value. Example. You love protecting your kids, right? Value elicitation. They say yeah. This new habit will protect them by giving you more energy. You're linking. Now they're nodding because you spoke in their emotional currency. Why does this work? Neural entrainment. Brainwaves sync when people look at each other. Mirror neurons. We automatically imitate expression, tone, posture. Polyvagal theory. Safety cues calm the nervous system, making people open to influence. Language as hypnosis. Patterns like, as you can. They sneak past conscious resistance. When you align with someone's nervous system, their critical factor softens. That's when change slides in. That's why confusion is useful. A moment of, huh? That's the moment the brain is open to new input. That's the Ericksonian wedge. Let's be honest. You got stuck with limiting beliefs because somewhere, some grown-up, some teacher, some lover mirrored your pain instead of your potential. You learned if I sync with people, I'll get hurt, or they'll judge me if I'm fully present. But that's a lie. You're not 5 anymore. You can hold your own state. You can sync without losing yourself. The karma of not learning this. You stay out of sync, isolated, misreading people, fumbling influence. feeling like life is happening to you instead of through you. The karma of learning this, you become the person who walks into a room and everyone unconsciously relaxes. Deals close, lovers bond, children trust, you shape reality. If you do this in 6 months, your conversations feel like jazz. In 1 year, people call you lucky or magnetic. In 3 years, you're the one people call to solve conflicts because you get everyone. If you don't do this, you'll keep butting heads, missing cues, talking past people. Opportunities will slide by because you're out of phase. Life feels lonelier than it needs to be. So as you're listening now, part of you can already remember times you've done this. Times you've known what someone would say, felt what they felt, matched their breath without thinking. And you can realise you already have this skill. And the more you notice it, the more you practice intentionally, the more natural it becomes, until it's just who you are. Like learning to ride a bike, like tying your shoes, like breathing. You do it without thinking. So stop pretending you're separate. Stop hiding behind, I'm not intuitive. That's bullshit. Your nervous system is an antenna. Rapport is resonance. Influence is dissonance. Telepathy is just telempathy. Shared experience. You already do it. Now do it consciously. Because every time you step in sync, you're not only reading a person, you're rewriting the whole field that you both live in. That's the real magic.